So, Steve, third friendly. How do you think it went this afternoon for you?
Yeah, it went okay. Saw a few things that were good for us, a few things that were bad. That's what pre-season's about. Wimbledon brought a strong side down. They got stronger with the team that they put on towards the end. But it was a good workout for our boys, and that's what pre-season's about. You don't take too much heart out of the result. It's a performance and the endeavour of the boys, and I thought they done well. There's certain things need to be worked on, and we've got plenty of time to do that.
And we did create some chances, didn't we? Which unfortunately we weren't able to take, but there's some good moments for us, I thought.
Yeah, there was, and like I say, they're a full-time outfit. They're a good side. I've got to thank them and their management team for coming down to us, because to have their first team come down. If the fans were here, it would have been better, but that's another story. Very pleased that as a COVID protocol that we as a club we've done to the letter of the law. Everyone's followed it, and it's worked well, and it's been a successful day, barring the result.
Now, you know most of these players very well. Obviously, you've worked with them. How much do you and your management team get out of these kind of games? What are you really looking for? Because there's not a lot of new things in terms of the players themselves, apart perhaps from Christian.
The players worked harder today than they did on Monday, so that was a bonus.
Yeah.
I've got these clowns doing something in front of me. Yeah, no, they worked harder today than they did on Monday, and they had to because of the opposition. That's not taking nothing away from Sutton Common Rovers. I was disappointed with the effort and endeavour of some of our players. You can always lack quality and skill at times, but you can't lack endeavour, heart, and all the cliches that go with that, work rate. And today they applied themselves well, and they had to against a very quick, strong, organised, well-drilled side. And like I say, we created a few chances off the back of it, only minimal. But when you're playing a League One outfit, it's difficult to create chance against them. But I thought we created a good couple. Should have scored just before half time.
Yep.
They managed to get a couple of bodies on the line, and we seemed to just run out of ideas towards the end. But all in all, Jim, I've got to say, I'm happy with what I needed to get out of today's game.
Good. And Christian Campbell, he looks a useful addition, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, but he's beating himself up because of the mistake for the first goal. But that's what I like to see. He took responsibility for it, apologised for it. But
He dwelt a little too long, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and he knows that. He knows that. But the flip side of it, he said it won't happen again, but I've told him it will, because it's natural. Things do happen again. But it's his honesty. I'm pleased with, but I thought he done well. I thought they all done well, Jim. But as I said before, there's certain things that I like to see that I didn't see out there today, and we've got 7 games to put that right.
It's still quite a while to go, isn't there? But it'll go quickly at the same time.
6 weeks today, I think, 6.5 weeks today, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But first game's the FA Cup, and there's no no replays or nothing,
No,
so
no second
we've
chance.
got to be ready to go for that. And like I say, the 3 games so far, there's certain things that have opened my eyes, and there's certain things I've been pleased about, and it can only get better.
And great to see Parky and Biro back out there, wasn't it?
That was one of my most pleasing things today, to name them in the starting lineup together, to walk out, not out the tunnel because we got changed and we've done the team talk on the pitch, but to start that game for them two is a massive achievement for them with their work rate to get back. That both of them could have thought that their careers were over, but they didn't. They knuckled down. Biro's done his knee a couple of times. He's knuckled down, worked hard. Parky's done the same, and like I say, they've ended up playing together today, and I thought they'd done very well.
I have to say, I thought both looked very sharp, didn't they? Both of them looked very sharp.
It showed what has added to us as potentially 2 new signings.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks very much, Steve. We look forward to Tuesday night, Crystal Palace. That'll be interesting. Not quite sure what sort of a side they'll bring. I guess a development under 23 side,
under 23s
like that.
Under 23s. So it's going to be a tough game, but another side that Crystal Palace, another connection we've got that are willing to bring players down to us, and who knows, if we get injuries and stuff, we may be able to tap in for a couple of players.
And I have to say, that is good, the way that you, and possibly Barry as well, have been involved, have built up these kind of personal relationships with clubs, EFL and Premier League clubs. I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to, because you need help from these clubs. You can't always get them from non-league. So these clubs need players to get minutes, and if you can help them, you look at Big Paul today, the centre half, set up one of their goals. He looks a man mountain now, and he done really well today, I thought, when he come on. Yeah. So it's it's a stepping stone for them to get in their first team, and the clubs know how we do things, and we won't let them just come here and coast through.
But clearly they respect how their players are looked after here.
You'd like to think so, because they wouldn't send them back, or they wouldn't offer to loan us players. So we look after them, and they're happy with what we do with them. So long may that continue, Jim.
Definitely. Thanks very much indeed, Steve. Thanks.
Cheers, mate.
Well, lovely to see you back on the pitch. What did it feel like a week into your return to the pitch?
I think it feels good, you know. I mean, I waited a long time. I think altogether it's about 15 and a half months I've been out from day to game. So Gaffer and Baz are just trying to ease me in well. You know, I played 45 twice in the space of 2 days, didn't have no reaction, obviously 60 today. So I can't complain, my body feels good. You know, just trying to kick on now, trying to get fitter.
I mean, as yourself and Parky's in exactly the same position in the centre of the field.
Yeah, I mean, well, Parky's a credit to himself. You see how good he looked today and how fit he is. You know, it's the same what Gaffer and Baz are doing for me and Parky, trying to ease us in without getting a reaction. And Parky said to me, the change room, he feels fine. So it's a plus for both for us.
It's been a very, very long time. Did you doubt at any point that you would come back to football?
It's a tricky one. You always have your days where you sit in the gym alone and you're like, is it worth it? Is it worth, you know, waking up every day, your back hurts, your leg hurts? But you know, this is what we do. We enjoy playing football. You know, so I think it's a credit to anyone who's been through it, and I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy.
I know if the season hadn't been curtailed, there's a chance you probably would have been involved in some of the last few games.
I mean, I was on the bench before the virus come, but I think it was a bit too soon. I went and see a specialist to test the strength, and he said the best thing to do is wait over a year. So, and that was I was about maybe 10 months into it. So, and the virus has basically done me a blessing, really, without putting it in a rude way.
Yeah, no, but I know what
Yeah.
you mean by that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fitter now than you would have been had you come back, if you
Yeah,
rushed
yeah.
it perhaps at
Yeah.
the end of last season.
So yeah, something could have been worse. I could have rushed it, and you know, maybe I had a reaction. Where now I've had longer off and been able to heal quicker and longer.
And about the game today, I think you probably came nearer than anybody to score. That free kick, that was a nice little effort.
Yeah. It'd be good to get a goal, but you know, it's good to play against some of my friends who I've
Yeah.
known since I was 16 and grew up with in football.
So some of them are some of the players you played with at Wimbledon.
I don't say the names, they know they are. But you know, it's a weird feeling. You know, when I left school, all I knew was Wimbledon. So it's a credit to where the club are now in a new stadium, and I wish them all the best.
I bet you can't wait to play actual Conference South football with Tonbridge.
Yes. I just can't. I don't want the season to be pushed back again. Hopefully, so October the 3rd, is it?
Something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, I think we'll be ready. We'll give it a real good go, and we'll see what happens.
Good. Lovely to see you back.
Thank you.
Well, I've just spoken to Biro about him coming back. It's the very same position for you, and I know you've been counting the days because you actually put a number on.
Yeah,
social media,
Joe,
didn't you?
before like last Saturday, I thought I'd just have a look, see how long it's been, and it was a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just happy to be out there now. It's the last Saturday is probably the most I enjoyed a game for a long time. It's just nice to be out there and have the aches and pains the next day, and actually see all the hard work that I've put in behind the scenes that have come off. And yeah, it's just now about trying to build up some more and more game time each week, and be ready for the 3rd of September or 3rd of October. Sorry.
How do you actually feel now? You played 2 of the 3 games. How does it?
I feel good. I mean, match fitness needs. I need to get fitter, but I've come back. I mean, I went on a little bit of a diet. I lost like 1.5 stone during lockdown. I was out running, and I come back and I feel as good as I've ever felt. But yeah, just try and build up some match time. But as I say, I've come back with a mindset this year. It's just nice to be playing. I'm just happy to be out there, and every game I play is a bonus now.
You were quite involved last year, obviously, with the coaching role that you had at the club. Was there any thought of retirement in your mind, or do you always have this day of coming back here, playing, leading the team out again?
Do you know what? If I was probably another 3 or 4 years on, I probably would have just knocked it on the head. But I'm 29 now, I always had in my mindset I want to play for as long as I can. I can coach. I mean, I've got my daytime job coaching. I really enjoyed the coaching here last year, but that's something I want to do once I finish. And at the minute, all I want to do is just play as many games of football now, and it might be this season, and my ankles give up, or I might be another 5-6 years before they give up. So I just take every season as they come now. But yeah, it's just nice to be out there. And long term, I love to be a manager or a coach somewhere. But this season, I've got no interest in doing any first team coaching. I just want to play.
So long.
Just want to play.
And great to see you back. back as well. You and Biro in centre of the park today, starting the game against.
No, it was nice.
Side.
No, it was nice. No, to be fair, we've both worked really hard, and we've been I've done some sessions with him. It's the long, grueling sessions that no one sees, and the loneliness of doing gym work and to be fair to the gaffer, making me first team coach, it was a blessing in disguise really, because it kept me involved all the time. Because doing the rehab side, mentally it can get you down, and it can be really lonely doing stuff. So being involved last year, one, it gave me some experience and an eye opener to more so what happens behind the scenes. And I don't begrudge what the manager does. The amount of phone calls he has to take and stuff he has to deal with. I knew it was a lot, but I didn't realise how much it was that him and Baz have to deal with. But no, it was a nice eye opener for the future. But yeah, it was, as I say, it was really good to be out there and test yourself against some top pros. And I thought first half, we'd done all right. And as the game went on, obviously they changed and they're a lot fitter than us. But I thought for some parts we were good today.
Yeah, how's pre-season going? Because the supporters haven't seen. This is the first one even I've been to.
No, it's gone well so far. I mean, pre-season is very similar. I mean, I've been here 7 years now with the gaffer. The running side of it's tough, but at the same time, it's been good. And I think players now appreciate, after being 3 or 4 months off, coming back and seeing everyone was a big bonus. And I think everyone's put in their hard work, and obviously we've still got a long way to go to the season starts. But no, I think we'll be fit and ready to go for the first game of the season.
You don't really notice. I suppose you would have noticed it today. There probably would have been a few hundred supporters who would have come along today. So that must have seemed a bit.
Yeah, it's a shame that no one can come in. I mean, I've got a little boy now as well. It'd have been nice for him to come down and see me, come down and watch and whatnot. But the rules are there, and hopefully as soon as the fans can get let back in, the better. Because I can't really see many non-league clubs surviving without them. And it does make a difference, especially when you're at home and there's a bit of noise behind the goal and stuff. That you do get that extra little bit out of players, and away sometimes it can be tough when there's a noisy crowd. So I mean, the fans are what make football. So yeah, the quicker they can get let back in, the better. But pre-season, it's not the end of the world if they're not here or not. But hopefully by the first game of the season, it'll be lovely for them to be here cheering us on.
Yeah, and it's a strong squad we've got this year, isn't it? Which is nearly every member of last year's squad, plus you and Vera coming back, plus a couple of decent.
Yeah,
signings.
no. I think hopefully we'll have a better season than we did last year. I think that we had a slow start, obviously new to the level, but as you see after Christmas, we didn't lose many games, and we wasn't far off, and keeping the same squad together. I think people are used to playing with each other. We've got a great team spirit. We haven't got the biggest budget in the league, and the likes of Ebbsfleet and that they should be up there next year. But I can't see us be. I think we're going to have a better season, and our aim is to try and push on and get in that top 10 and in around the playoffs. It might be for us. I think it's realistic, and hopefully we can do it.
Can't wait for the season to start properly.
Yeah, I mean, that pre-season, it's always a little bit false. You play teams that want to pass it all the time, and there's nothing like that first game of the season when 3 points or an FA Cup money's on the line. There's nothing like it. But we have got a long pre-season, but the amount of time we've had off, we do probably need it. 3 or 4 weeks' notice wouldn't be enough. So, I think everyone's looking forward to it, and I'm sure the fans are too.
Lovely to be back.